Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 13 of my 31 favorite hard rock and metal albums of the 70s countdown. We're looking at the hard rockin', the heavy albums of the 70s. We got 31 days here in the month of July 2023. I picked out my 31 favorites and you guys as well. The albums that rock the hardest, our favorites among those heavy albums. I have limited myself to only two albums by any one particular band to try and get as much stuff in here as we possibly can. You guys are free to pick whatever you want. If you want to do 5 albums by one band or more, hey, we all have our favorites, and a lot of these bands released many more than 2 really great albums in the decade, but it all depends on what your favorites are, right? So, but I have my handful of bands that I love the most, and I could have easily picked 3, 4, 5 albums from all of them. And then you've got an entire list of 31 comprised of like 5 or 6 bands, right? So there's no fun in that. So I've 2 max for me. And I'm going to have a couple from this band. I would imagine. This is the 4th album from this British band. It was released May 19th, 1972. Recorded at Lansdowne Studios in London, England. Produced by Jerry Braun for Bronze Records, Island Mercury here in the States. Talking about Demons and Wizards from Uriah Heep. Yes, that's right. First appearance of Uriah Heep on my countdown. Like I said, might not be the last. This is, of course, many consider their classic album. Right? To me, they've got a lot of classics, and I think I might have something that I like a little bit more than this one, but this definitely top tier Uriah Heep without a doubt. The classic lineup: David Byron, lead vocals, Ken Hensley, keyboards, slide guitar, backing vocals, co-lead vocals, Mick Box, lead and rhythm guitar, Lee Kerslake, drums and percussion, and Gary Thane on bass guitar. What more can you say about this band that hasn't already been said here on the channel? We've talked a lot about Uriah Heep. Terrific band, one of the leaders of the kind of like the heavy rock proto-metal movement, along with Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple. Heavy guitars, chugging guitars, big heavy Hammond organ riffs, songs that kind of bridge the gap between heavy rock, progressive rock, and psychedelic, right? They do some little acoustic things too. They do some boogie, but mostly they're known for their thunderous, very expressive musical passages and arrangements. Tyler agrees, she's a big fan. Starts off with, of course, The Wizard. Wizard's so catchy, right? Sets things off on a very melodic kind of pace here, and then we boom into Traveler in Time, raucous, hard rockin', then Easy Livin', of course, probably their most well-known song, really their only their only radio hit, right? Easy Livin', good song. It's so funny being a Heap fan for as long as I have. I always dug Easy Livin', but I always wondered why that was the only song that kind of made it as a hit around the world, because they have a lot of other songs that I think are better and catchier and could have easily been radio staples. But for whatever reason, the hard charging, Easy Living with that raging Hammond organ and guitar, it's got a great chorus, right? Got the multi-layered vocal harmonies, which this band was always known for. Then you got Poet's Justice, terrific. Circle of Hands, just so majestic, really great. Then, of course, over on side 2, you got Rainbow Demon. Holy cow, heavy, right? Rainbow Demon, so doomy, so sludgy, just terrific stuff. It's Tala's favorite. And then, of course, you got All My Life, followed by Paradise, followed by The Spell. Epicness to end off the album. Loads of great guitar solos, of course, Mick Box, those compact, speedy, wah-wah guitar solos. You've got Ken Hensley's Hammond organ and occasional slide guitar, right? The great rhythm section. Just such a great band. I love this band. The critics hated them, but the fans loved them. And that's my pick for today. Let's talk about some charting information. What do we got here for this? Australia, number 14. Canada, number 22. The Danish charts, number 7. In Finland, number 1. Germany, number 5. Japan, number 28. Norway, number 5. The UK charts, number 20. And the US Billboard charts made it up to number 23. When they reissued this in 2022, made it back onto the Swiss charts at number 89. As far as certifications go, only one certification. That would be here in the States. This is gold, 500,000 units as of the last certification. And yeah, Sal, no charting in Italy. Man, what's up with that, right? Got to get our fellow Italians on the game there. Get with the program. Come on, Uriah Heep. Anyway, that's my pick for today. And, of course, Roger Dean artwork. How cool is that? That's very kind of psychedelic looking, right? Got the kind of the wizard hanging out on the iceberg, sort of, right? But is the iceberg in space? Kind of looks like it, right? Very mysterious stuff. And then, of course, there are black and white photo of the guys in the band, or blue and white, I should say, or blue and black, right? Yeah, just a great lineup. Another one of the great lineups of the 70s. And they are in the studio from the original Gatefold. But the one great thing about Uriah Heep is that even though this classic lineup only lasted a few more albums, they have had many, many great albums since this time period. And even with some different lineups, you had, of course, the late 70s lineup. You got John Lawton coming in on vocals to replace David Byron. Got Gary Thane, unfortunately passed away. Right? You have John Wetton comes in for a spell. Trevor Bolder comes in for a spell. Then you have the early to mid 80s lineup of the band led by Peter Goldby on vocals, formerly of Trapeze. Some great albums there. Then you have, of course, Bernie Shaw and Phil Lanzon coming in the latter part of the 80s. They have been in the band ever since, and we've got lots of terrific Uriah Heep albums that have come out over the last 20 plus years. And if you're a longtime Heep fan and kind of like stopped listening to them at the end of the 70s or even in the 80s, I would highly urge you to go check out the last 5 Uriah Heep albums, which have all been terrific and, in my opinion, stack right up there alongside some of the greats of the 70s. So, and I don't say that lightly, right? Really, really, really great albums. So Nick Box is still in the band. They've had a pretty stable lineup for many, many years now. So, yeah, go check them out. Anyway, today it's all about Demons and Wizards. Let us know your opinion of Demons and Wizards down in the comments below, as well as your pick for today, day 13, pick 13. And visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, as well as our merch page. So thanks in advance for your support there. And we'll see you tomorrow morning with pick number 12. Tune in throughout the day. We've got some new album reviews for you today, so don't miss those. And we'll see you soon. Of course, tomorrow is Monsters Den. Friday morning at the Funhouse with Martin Popoff. Sunday is Ranking the Albums. Jamie Laszlo and myself will be ranking the catalog of Blood Ceremony. Very cool, occult, doom, folk, psych band, right, from here in North America. So stay tuned for that. And we'll see you then, right? So take care, everybody. See you soon. I am Pete Pardo. Today it's all about the mysterious and heavy sounds of Demons and Wizards. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.